That big, beautiful spinach salad you're choosing for lunch, the one you believe is packed with the energy you so deeply need, might be keeping a frustrating secret from you. You eat it, expecting to feel a lift, a bit of a spark to carry you through the afternoon. But instead, an hour later, that familiar heavy blanket of fatigue begins to settle in again. You've done everything right, chosen the healthy path, yet the return on your investment feels minimal. It's a quiet disappointment that can make you feel like your own body is working against you. This isn't a failure on your part. It's a simple scientific misunderstanding that, once illuminated, can change how you feel every single day. Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Emily Hart, and for over 15 years, I've had the privilege of helping women just like you. I'm here to help you navigate the changes in your body not with confusion, but with clarity and compassion. This channel is our space to do just that. If you believe in finding strength and vitality at every age, take a moment to subscribe so you never miss these conversations. And I would love to know who I'm speaking with today. Tell me in the comments, where are you watching from? I love knowing where this community of strong women comes together from all around the world. Now let's talk about that fatigue, that bone-deep, soul-level weariness that isn't solved by one good night's sleep. It's the kind of tired that steals the joy from your hobbies, that makes an afternoon with your grandchildren feel more like a marathon than a gift. So many of us have been told, eat your leafy greens for iron, eat your spinach. And it's true, spinach is rich in iron. But what we often aren't told is that there's an invisible wall between the iron in that spinach and your body's ability to actually use it. I want to tell you about a patient of mine. Let's call her Carol. Carol came to me in her late 60s, a vibrant woman who loved her garden and her book club, but she was losing her spark. She told me, "Emily, I feel like my battery is constantly at 20%. I make a spinach and lentil soup for lunch. I avoid red meat like my doctor suggested, but by 3 o'clock, I just want to curl up and sleep. I feel like I'm fading." Carol was doing everything she thought was right. She was meticulously choosing healthy, plant-based foods, but her body was starving for a specific kind of energy, and she couldn't figure out why. Her story is so common because she was running up against that invisible wall, the wall of bioavailability. It's a simple concept that holds the key to unlocking so much energy. Bioavailability just means how much of a nutrient your body can actually absorb and use from the food you eat. And when it comes to iron, not all sources are created equal. This brings us to the two different faces of iron. Think of it this way. There's the iron you get from animal sources like a piece of chicken or fish, and there's the iron you get from plant sources like spinach, beans, and lentils. The iron from animal sources is called heme iron. Heme iron is like having an express pass at an amusement park. Your body sees it, recognizes it immediately, and ushers it right in. It's very easily absorbed. But the iron from plant sources, called non-heme iron, is different. It's like arriving at the park with a ticket that needs to be validated. Your body can't just let it in. It has to go through a complex process to be recognized and absorbed. In fact, our bodies only absorb a small fraction, sometimes as little as 2 to 20%, of the non-heme iron we consume. So Carol's spinach and lentil soup was full of iron, but it was the kind of iron her body was struggling to access. She was essentially standing outside the amusement park with a valid ticket, but no one was there to open the gate for her. This is why you can eat a perfectly healthy diet and still feel profoundly, unexplainably tired. Your body isn't getting the fuel it thinks it's receiving. But what if I told you there is a golden key? A simple, natural compound that unlocks the gate for that plant-based iron and allows it to flood into your system, nourishing your cells and rebuilding your energy from the inside out. This golden key is vitamin C. It's as simple and as profound as that. When vitamin C is present in your digestive system at the same time as non-heme iron, something almost magical happens. Scientifically speaking, the ascorbic acid, which is just the technical name for vitamin C, transforms the non-heme iron. It changes its chemical structure into a form that your body can easily recognize and absorb, almost as easily as it absorbs heme iron from meat. It essentially turns that standard ticket into an express pass. It doesn't just help a little. Studies have shown that adding vitamin C to a meal can increase the absorption of non-heme iron by up to 6 times. That is a life-changing difference. It's the difference between your body getting just a tiny whisper of the iron it needs versus getting a loud, clear, energizing signal. This is the beautiful, simple science behind why squeezing a fresh lemon over your spinach salad is one of the most powerful things you can do for your energy levels. The lemon juice, rich in vitamin C, acts as that golden key. It lands on the spinach and immediately starts to work, preparing the iron in those leaves to be welcomed by your body. It transforms that meal from a potential source of energy into a guaranteed deposit into your energy bank account. I shared this with Carol. I didn't ask her to completely change her diet. I just gave her one simple instruction. I said, "Carol, for the next 2 weeks, I want you to continue eating the healthy foods you love. But with every meal that contains plant-based iron, your spinach, your beans, your lentils, I want you to add a generous source of vitamin C. Squeeze lemon over your salads. Add some chopped red bell peppers to your lentil soup. Have a small bowl of strawberries after your oatmeal." She was skeptical, but she was also tired enough to try anything. 2 weeks later, she came back to my office and the change was visible. The light was back in her eyes. She said, "Emily, it's not a dramatic jolt of energy like caffeine. It's deeper than that. It's like the background hum of exhaustion is finally gone. I made it through my book club meeting last week without yawning, and yesterday I spent 2 full hours in my garden and still had the energy to make dinner. I feel like myself again." All it took was the wisdom of pairing her foods correctly. It wasn't about eating more. It was about making what she ate work smarter for her body. This is a power that is available to every single one of us, right in our own kitchens. And this principle extends far beyond just lemon and spinach. It's a template for vitality you can use every single day. Think about creating your own energy pairings. Are you having a bowl of iron-fortified oatmeal for breakfast? Stir in some fresh raspberries or sliced kiwi. Are you making a 3-bean salad for lunch? Toss in some chopped parsley, tomatoes, and a citrus vinaigrette. Preparing a tofu or tempeh stir-fry for dinner. Add in heaps of broccoli and snow peas. The possibilities are truly endless and delicious. It's about seeing your plate not just as a collection of ingredients, but as a team of nutrients that can either work against each other or work together in beautiful harmony. Now, it is also wise to know what can block this process. Just as vitamin C is an unlocker, certain compounds can act as blockers, locking the gate on iron absorption. The most common ones are tannins found in black tea and coffee, and the high levels of calcium in dairy. This doesn't mean you can never have these things. It just means it's wise to be mindful of timing. Try to enjoy your cup of tea or coffee at least an hour before or after your iron-rich meal, rather than with it. This gives your body a clear window to absorb all that wonderful iron you've so carefully unlocked. It's another small, gentle adjustment that honors the incredible intelligence of your body and gives it exactly what it needs to thrive. This isn't about restriction. It's about strategic, loving alignment with your body's natural processes. You have spent a lifetime gathering wisdom, nurturing others, and building a rich, meaningful life. You deserve to feel the physical vitality to match that inner strength. You are not meant to feel faded or diminished. The fatigue you may be feeling is not a personal failing or an inevitable part of aging. It is often just a signal from your body, a quiet request for a different kind of nourishment. And you have the power to answer that call. It starts with a simple lemon, a handful of spinach, and the beautiful understanding that the smallest changes, when rooted in science and self-compassion, can create the most profound shifts in how you feel. Your body is resilient. It wants to heal. It wants to be vibrant. Our job is simply to listen to it with kindness and give it the tools it needs. You are the expert on you, and now you have one more powerful piece of wisdom to carry with you. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me today. If this was helpful, please share it with a friend who might need to hear it. And I would love to continue this conversation. In the comments below, tell me one of your own favorite food pairings that makes you feel wonderful. Let's create a beautiful resource of ideas for one another. You are not on this journey alone. Be well, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.